Hey good people, this is your boy Mwas Manuel. I'm going to start with the application first and then go to the concept later. So let's go. I get so many questions about how I come up with melody lines, how I come up with chord structures, and just stuff that makes a song beautiful, and how basically I own a song and just by changing things around. And I thought maybe I could come up with videos and try explain things the way I do them. So the first thing I'm going to explain today, okay, the reason why I chose this particular melody, this is what I came up in the morning with. I was like, let me first of all explain with the simplest of melody lines, and I just chose the one note melody. So that's everything I'm going to do, man. And every time I play this, it gets boring, and it's kind of like you're getting tired listening to it. But when I wrap it up with beautiful chords and just different harmony, it makes it sounds really like it makes it sound really interesting. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm just going to explain how I'm going to add stuff. So the concept is easy, no crazy complicated theory or anything. I'm just going to be like so straightforward with it. So the melody is this, and as you have noticed, for those who have noticed and for those who have not noticed, just so that we're on the same page, I'm on the key of A. And I'm not going to talk about scales today or crazy theory. I'm just going to go straight back. I'm just going to go straight to it. What I'm doing here is this melody, I'm wrapping it up with some very beautiful chords. But before we talk about the chords or the chord structure or whatever it is that I'm playing, I'm going to explain what the next thing that I'm doing with this particular note. As I'm playing these notes, I'm adding 4 extra notes to it, and that's it. Once you figure out the 4 notes that I'm adding to it, that's it. The next thing will be like just adding the chords, but let's go to the notes. So that's the first note that I'm adding, and then the next note that I'm adding, simple. Then the next note that I'm adding, and the next and the last but not least, the next note that I'm adding will be this. All those are just harmonies, okay? That's the 5th of A, that's the flat 5 of A, that's the 4 of A, and that's the 3 in the key of A. 1, 2, 3, 4, then sharp 5 or sharp 4 or flat 5, and then 5. That's everything that I'm doing. So what I'm doing is this. I'm just taking you on a ride. Sounds nice, huh? It looks like we're going somewhere with it because we're actually doing that. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do, first of all, let me add the chords that are in the scale, and then I'm going to add the chords that are not in the scale. The chords that are not in the scale, I think that's the best part because it makes everything sound it makes everything sound very interesting. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. In the scale, the chord that I'm using would be A. Then I'm going to the 6. Then I'm going to the 2. And then I'm going to the 5. And then I'm going back to 1. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just play it in context, and then I will explain the other move that I'm going to be adding. Okay, up to that point, I hope we are on the same page and I've not left anyone behind. But just to put everything together, just to explain everything that I'm doing, that's just the 1 chord, and that's the A. I'm saving the best. I'm saving this. I'm not playing the 3rd note of A. as you have noticed as I'm beginning, I'm saving that one. It's the best for later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm saving that one for later. So what I'm doing is this. Then I'm going to the 6th. While I'm playing the 6th degree, I'm still on this particular note. But when I go to the 2, it changes. So I can achieve this particular structure, okay? This is called a tritone, but I am not going to go there. It's just a dominant. And dominant chords have to resolve. They just go somewhere, at least for the simple theory, okay? And where this is taking me is this. We're going here. And this is the structure of that chord. So, with the root, so the reason it sounds a bit off is because of this particular note. But if I remove it, if I include it, it has some tension to it, and then it resolves to our 1. Okay, this is where I was saving this. Okay, now I was saving the 3rd note. I was not playing it when I was beginning. I was saving it for the last part, and that's the last part because that's where the, okay, as I'm playing the melody, this is the harmony that I'm looking for at the end. So I hope we're on the same page. So now the best part of this video is the last chords that I'm including. The chords that are outside the scale. This is the first chord. I'm not going to go to the theory part of it. So the first, okay, this chord, just look at it as a D minor with on the right hand, and a left, on the left, on the left, I'm playing an F major chord, but you remember what I did here with the 6 is the same thing I'm doing with the F. So with the 6 I was doing this. This is our 6 chord, but I'm opening it up like this. I'm playing this way. What I'm saying is this. I'm dropping this particular note here to achieve this. And so that I have a more open sound, I'm also dropping this one here. Now this is a drop 2 kind of, this is a drop 2 structure, but I'm not going to explain that. I'm just going to show you how I'm doing it. So this one goes here. So that's the chord we are looking for. That's the 6. Instead of playing this, we're doing this, and it sounds more open, sounds more nicer than this particular position. So it's the same thing with the F that I'm playing here. So I'm opening this one up. I'm playing this C here to achieve that, and then I'm playing this. This F that I was playing here, the F that I'm playing here, I'm going to move it down here, just so that I can get that juicy open chord sound. That's the sound I'm looking for. Okay, so now that we have that together, when I include the right hand, that's how it sounds. I don't know how it sounds to you. It doesn't sound classical to me. It doesn't sound gospel to me. I don't know. It sounds like I'm kind of waiting for where it's going. So the next chord I'm playing is this. So this is C with an A minor on the right hand. The reason why I'm not going to explain the reason why I'm not going to the theory part of it, it's going to make the video longer, and most people don't even care about the theory part. So I'm just trying to achieve something simple with everything that I'm explaining, so that by the time I'll be going back to maybe sometime later I will go to the theory part and I explain the 7th, the 11th, the 13th, and all those nice the nice the nice yeah, basically sometime later I'm going to explain all that in a separate video, but for this one I'm going to keep it very, very simple. So now this is a C with this is an open C. It's the same structure. I played on the F, and on the C I'm just applying the same concept. Drop the G and then drop the C, and that's it. I'm not going to explain that. So that's the F, sorry, that's the A minor. The reason I'm saying this is the A minor, this is just the fast inversion. So when you play the A minor, that's how it looks like. A, there's nothing fancy about it, it's just A, C and E. And then when you move things up, when you move this particular note up here, this is what you get, and it becomes an A minor. The reason why I'm using this particular inversion is because of the melody. Remember, the melody is king here, so I'm trying to keep everything together. The melody is what I'm trying to achieve. So as I move things around from F to the C, remember everything that I'm looking for is this particular melody. Okay, now let's start from the top, including this particular chords, and see what we come up with. And remember, these are not F and C are not in the scale of A, just so that you remember. Hi, so let's do that. You see? One more time. So what I'm trying to achieve here is that, okay, remember my harmony also really is like, my harmony matters a lot in this particular movement. The notes that I was playing, but there's something I'm sure you've noticed. I'm also adding the F that was not there initially. It's because when I'm on F sounds better including it here. Okay, so that's the only change that has happened as I was creating this. So okay, then so basically what we are doing is we are moving from C to the B. We are moving from C to the B, then to the E, and then to the A. So the movement from B, so okay, sorry, our B had this, and our E, which is our 5, and back to the 1. So our E or the B had this, our E had this. This is a dominant. The reason I'm saying it's a dominant, that's how you play the E major triad, and then that's the dominant. It's always the flat 7. So 1, 7, and flat 7. So more open. It's just, or the whole idea is just opening the chord up. You could play this, or you could just play this and then resolve it at A. The reason why I added the F and the C is just to make the whole thing interesting. And one thing that you have to pay particular, okay, let me say this, timing, how you approach a chord also depends on okay, the more notes, the more chords you add, definitely will have to change something about the timing. Okay, yes, I'm playing it on a 4/4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 1. So I'm doing here is something is changing just so that I can beat the count. You know what I'm trying to say? So just so that I can fit in the time signature, I'm trying to keep now my movements become a bit fast. I'm not really staying at the 6 like I was doing that before. So without the F and the C, I would really take my time on the F, F sharp, on the 6, and then on the 2, and then on the 5, and then on the 1. But now because I'm adding a bit more, I'm adding just few notes here and there. So something I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to compromise on my staying on the notes. Yeah, let me just put it that way. So this, I would probably, if I was to use this one, I would probably use it somewhere in an intro or in an interlude, or just, you know, there's always somewhere you can use it in a song. I don't have a song in my mind right now, but one thing I just want you to know is melody is king, and that's my melody. And once I have the melody going, I can always come up with stuff and just add more things. I could even add this. No, this one sound crazy, and then I could do something like, let me even show you a few things I could do. So once I have this, I could do this. Let me show you. Then it goes to the C sharp that I showed you, to the C, and then to the B, to the E, and to the 1, which is our A. So in numbers, this will be higher. 1, 6, to the 3. It's a dominant chord, more or less, and then to the C, and that should be our flat 3, our sharp 2, and then to the 2. Whew, that's just let me give you that one. That would be, I'm still, remember, these are the notes I'm using, but the movement in between is this. So that's G, B, C sharp, E, and then we are dropping that to this diminished chord. That's F sharp diminished. So F sharp, A, C, B, and then to the C. Okay, so let me just play everything, and then I can call it a day. So what I'm doing is this, or let me first of all include what I've just shown you, just so that for someone who might want to grab that, let me just do it for them, you know. So there are so many ways you can play it, but and then to the 5 and to the 1. It's just that simple. Just like let me play it now, like I played it the first time, just to close everything in, and we call it a day. I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you learned something. I'm going to be doing more videos like this, so leave me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and show me just some love. And if you've learned something, just mention it on the comments. Anything else that you'd want to learn, just put it on the comments, and I'll try to like cover it as well. Okay, peace out. Thank you.